If you give me 8 minutes, I'm gonna show you how to delete your stubborn belly fat without ever stepping foot into a gym. Most people try doing so much cardio, diets, it sucks, and they barely lose any belly fat. But that's because they don't know the 6 habits I'm about to show you that are scientifically proven to improve your metabolism, increase how many calories you burn every single day, and finally melt that stubborn fat layer. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do to lean down. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this. And let's start with habit number 1, reset how your body burns fat. Most people blame their metabolism. The reality is your metabolism isn't slow because of genetics. Your body and your metabolism actually adjust based on your habits. And there's 3 main ones that impact this. First, your sleep. People who sleep less than 6 hours burn significantly fewer calories and have increased hunger hormones. So by getting less sleep, you're actually slowing down your metabolism and getting more hungry. So it makes it almost impossible to lose fat. Instead, optimally, you want to aim to get between 7 and 9 hours of sleep every night. Number 2, protein intake. Eating a high amount of protein increases your thermic effect of food, meaning your body actually burns more calories to digest protein. Protein requires 20 to 30% more calories to digest compared to carbs or fat. And this only requires simple changes. For example, if every morning you eat 2 eggs and 2 pieces of toast, you can eliminate 1 piece of toast and add an extra egg. Automatically, that will decrease your calories for the meal, increase your protein, and decrease your carbs. So when your body digests that meal, you're actually burning more calories. Number 3, daily movement. Walking alone can increase metabolic rate up to 30% in inactive people. So just being more active in your everyday life, but there's more to this and I'll get into it later. But that's not the only thing that people miss, because the next habit actually makes people gain fat without even knowing. Habit number 2, you're working out wrong. Most people that want to lose fat think that more cardio equals more fat loss. Let me just put this into perspective for you. If you jog for 30 minutes on a treadmill or outside, you'll burn roughly 250 to 300 calories. Okay, great, in 30 minutes you just burn 300 calories. If you eat 1 cookie or a handful of chips, you just gain those calories back like this. So cardio itself becomes useless because you can easily regain those calories in a fraction of the time it took you to burn them. So if you're trying to lose fat, here's optimally what you want to do. Because remember, when you're losing fat, you're in a calorie deficit, meaning if you're not training your muscles, you're gonna lose muscle mass. So you don't necessarily want to focus only on cardio, you want to focus on doing 3 full body sessions every week. This will help you build and maintain muscle as you cut down fat. Also, an increase in muscle mass naturally makes your body burn more calories while you're resting. And it'll prevent you from looking skinny fat, which is probably the most common physique because people avoid doing this. And for these full body sessions, you don't need to go to a gym. You can do body weight workouts, go into calisthenics. For example, here's a full workout routine you can follow without any equipment needed. One thing that will completely speed up your fat loss is doing 10,000 steps every day. This alone can burn 300 to 500 calories without feeling like a workout. I mean, you walk every single day. Steps are real fat loss cardio because they're slow, easy, and sustainable long term. Going back to the first point, you don't need to do crazy cardio, just getting your steps in every single day. So whenever you can walk to a destination, whenever you can take the stairs, if you're multitasking, taking a call and you can walk at the same time, do it to get your steps in. Now you also need to limit your calories directly, and that's where habit number 3 comes in. You're not tracking your calories. At the end of the day, no matter what you do, fat loss is calories in versus calories out. That's it. That's the rule. You need to be eating less calories than your body burns every day. There was even a professor who ate nothing but Twinkies, Oreos, and protein shakes for 10 weeks, and because he stayed in the calorie deficit, he lost 27 pounds. Just to prove to people that the fact is, it doesn't matter what you eat. What truly matters is how much you eat. Now, obviously, if you're doing a diet like this, you will feel like absolute shit, which is why you want to hit your protein goals and eat healthier. But it just goes to show that it is truly calories in versus calories out. Now, here's the problem with this. Tracking calories sucks. It's annoying, it's time consuming, and most people give up because you have to weigh everything. You have to search up every food before you eat it. You need to manually enter the numbers, and you need to do that every single day. So that's why people fail. Not because they're lazy, but because the system of tracking calories is outdated. And that's a problem I ran into until I came across something that completely fixed it. It's this app called CalAI. CalAI makes calorie tracking as easy as snapping a picture. Let me go show you. This is how it looks like. Whenever you're about to eat anything, you simply take a photo of your meal. It instantly calculates your calories and macros. And it's shockingly accurate for most foods. The only time it might miss something is with cooking oil. So I always double check ingredients and add anything it missed with just a few taps. If you want exact tracking, CalAI has a full food database with thousands of items. And my favorite feature is the barcode scanner. Anything with a package, such as a late night snack, bang, I scan it, it logs the calories and the macros, and it's done. If you want to make calorie tracking simple and easy, click the link in my description and download CalAI. And you can use my code Pierre for 3 days free. But even if you're tracking your calories, you need to make sure not to do habit number 4. Don't cut too many calories. Yes, we all know and we all agree that you need to be in a calorie deficit to lose fat. However, cutting too many calories is the fastest way to destroy your progress. And here's the science-backed reason why. Eating too little slows down your metabolism, it actually makes you hungrier, it increases cravings, and it causes binge eating later. Research shows that extreme dieting increases cortisol, which is the stress hormone. And increased cortisol, the stress hormone, leads to your body storing more fat naturally. And it's also not sustainable at all. If you want to lose fat, you need to make it a habit that you can naturally incorporate into your lifestyle. So here's optimally what you want to do. You want to aim for a calorie deficit of 300 to 500 calories below your maintenance. It's enough to lose fat, but it's still enough for it to be sustainable and to keep you sane. Now, it's not just about the calories, it's also about what makes up those calories. And that's habit number 5. Fill your stomach properly. There's two big mistakes that people make. Number 1 is consuming too many liquid calories. Soda, juice, Starbucks drinks, milkshakes, energy drink, they don't fill you up and they add 300 to 600 calories every single day. The second mistake is high calorie carbs that don't fill you up, such as white rice, pasta, bread, pastries, and they spike your hunger fast. Instead, you want to use a method called volume eating. Drink lots of water, ideally 1 gallon of water every day, and always drink a lot of water before your meal. This will reduce your cravings and balance your appetite. A cheat code is eating high volume, low calorie food, such as fruits, vegetables, lean protein, Greek yogurt, for example, because high protein diets are proven to reduce hunger, increase fullness, and help maintain muscle while losing fat. I know I touched on this earlier in the video, but I didn't tell you how much protein you should be eating. The goal is to eat 0.8 grams of protein per pound of body weight. For example, I'm 180 pounds, so I should be eating about 144 grams of protein every day. Now, this whole video has been focused on losing fat, but what if you didn't even have to focus on losing fat in order to lose fat? That's where habit 6 comes in: build muscle versus lose fat, the body recomposition. For most people, the goal is losing fat, but to make it effective, the goal should be building muscle while losing fat. Because like I touched on earlier, more muscle means more calories being burned at rest. Let me dive deeper into this. 1 pound of muscle burns more calories than 1 pound of fat. Not a crazy difference, but it compounds long term. And visually, muscles give you shape and fat loss reveals that shape. For example, if you build 10 pounds of muscle over time, which is very realistic over a year or two, that's an extra 60 calories burned per day, which is 420 calories burned per week, 1,800 plus calories burned per month, and over 21,000 calories burned per year. That's over 6 pounds of fat being burnt every single year without you doing anything, simply because you have more muscle on your body. And to do this effectively, you need to apply everything I mentioned in this video, which is eat high protein, train 3 times per week full body, maintain a small calorie deficit, hit 10,000 steps every day, and sleep 7 to 9 hours. This is the formula. If you follow this, I guarantee you, I promise you, you will lose fat and you will build a great physique. You do it for 8 to 12 weeks and your body will look completely different.